Testing, testing. We're going live in just a second. I'd like to rack up a few people going live. This is the Wall Street Pete. Sick dough in crypto. We could just hold on, get a couple likes, get a couple people on the views on the audience. That would be great. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Hit that like, subscribe, baby. We're going on a ride, and we're going to the moon, and we're going soon. Let's start the show. Right away. We have some big news. Who is the king or the clown or the jokers of the cryptocurrency world? Is it Ethereum? Is the king, or is Bitcoin the king? Well, we have lots to talk about if you like making sick dough in crypto. If you like the latest news on crypto and you enjoy this stuff, we have a great time. We have a great couple fans. We have followers, whatever you may want to call them. We have Wolves of Wall Streets. We are the Wolves together. That's what we think we are. We're people may say fans, followers, whatever they want. I say we're the Wolves. So if you like any of that and want to become a group of something, this is what we are, July 9th. Here we are. It's the time of theirs. Right now it's July 8th for us. But this is basically going to be the article. Bank of America establishes cryptocurrency research team. A lot of people are starting to get the teams together. I don't know if you understand what's going on here. 248% weekly gains. Baby Dogecoin continues to rally while most crypto asset markets slump. Does anybody notice that? Does anybody have a little baby Doge do 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 baby Doge do 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 do? Yeah, I guess I wasn't going to get away with doing that stupid shit, huh? This is Wall Street Pete, Sicto in crypto. Bank of America has become the latest bank to make a foray into the cryptocurrency sector. According to an internal memo, the bank has created a team dedicated to researching cryptocurrencies. Bank of America believes that it is uniquely positioned to provide thought leadership on cryptocurrencies and the technology behind them. So this is something pretty big. What's up? Selner the man. Thank you very much. I just wanted to say, Selner, he did go to YouTube, went onto my page, what we're about, went to the bottom and went to the link on PayPal and sent me a donation. I do want to thank you very much. Of course, you do not have to, but if I'm making you sick on crypto and you do feel that this is fun and I'm not a registered financial advisor, please send a donation. I'll put it into crypto, and when you find out what I did with it, maybe we'll talk about it. Maybe I'll raffle something off, as we do have something raffling off. We did cool off now, but we'll be talking about that shortly. Pay attention. This is like we're in the place, right? Chilling. 32.6. We're going to talk about that shortly. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. We're going to talk about why Binance has been doing pretty good the last few days. Just like Baby Doge, right? It's been doing pretty good. Well, if you've noticed, this is the recently added Coin market cap 1 day ago. Well, watch the blockchain. Pay attention. Definitely to mention. Binance Coin. Binance Coin. Binance Coin. Binance Coin. Well, we're going to talk about it in a minute. We're going to try and see what we could do. But right now, hit the like and subscribe, please, because you know we're going on a ride. We had Dash Sports. Something with sports. Surprise. We're dashing. We already know. Hungarian. I can only imagine what that's going to do for food and hunger or anything. I'm just guessing. I have no clue. HVI, HIV. That's pretty clever, whatever they decided to do. Okay, we're going to pay attention. I'm going to look at some of these. Just some of them might be good. Mini Doge. We're starting to do some crazy shit here. This is a day ago. Pay attention. ACSI, currently trading $3.54. So one of the newer ones coming out, trading a specific price here, up when the market's going down. OnlyFans coins, that's pretty interesting. Another one, but look, Ethereum. So we got a new coin, Ethereum, today. This is what I wanted to teach you about. Not teach you, but help you understand about the market. Pay attention, definitely to mention. Ethereum and Binance Coin, cousin Dogecoin. Like if I just lick my butthole aquarium Dogecoin, will they buy it? I'm just curious because it looks like they will. Uncle Doge. How about Aunt Doge? How about my Doge? How about Butt Doge? How about your mama's Doge? Like, if Mama Doge ain't out here? She got to be out here. Your mama's Doge? Like, that's hilarious. If you did not create it, you probably are now. This is an effing joke, but point being is the blockchain. Pay attention, definitely to mention. The blockchain is Binance Coin significantly. We could talk how it's Ethereum. Chili's, as we know, that's a good one. Aston Martin. Ooh, I want to know what that is about. Some with the cars, right? That's something cool. 4 days ago. There's a lot to pay attention to here. These are just quick tidbits, things you could do. Now we go over here. We go back to the cryptocurrencies, and we go back to our rankings. Bitcoin Daddy is in charge. So, yes, Big Daddy, what's going on? Hugh, Todd, Selner, as we said, RJ, what's going on? Definitely looking at this, paying attention to the 54 billion. 54 billion. And if I had $1 billion, if I had $1 billion, I'd buy you a new house, a nice flying automobile. Right? If I had $1 billion, shit, I'd have the nice place where you have the dealership that sells them. Pay attention, we're losing some volume in the USD Tether. We were at 54, 55, 56 billion. It's going somewhere. Bitcoin is back under below the 30 billion, something to pay attention to for a fact. I don't know what's going on, but I did pay attention to a couple things. We came through into the charts, as a lot of us like to see the TA, Sicto in crypto charts. Definitely pay attention, definitely to mention. As we soared down, as you see through here, this is the Bitcoin dominance that are moving around, and the Bitcoin dominance, well, if you pay attention, the Bitcoin dominance right now is starting to get a little bit of a pump. So that's a delayed action in the price, 32. So we will see the last video if you watched. In my last video, if you watched, oh, wow, it's still up here. This is kind of cool. I did tell you that this was a possibility. Well, I hate to tell you that. That pretty much was intimate to be coming here, bouncing off. So I said earlier, I don't want to repeat it or watch it, but I said on the Bitcoin price that this would be a good shorting position. I was in fact correct. I did see that. Yes, I do expect this to go up, but right now the trend is your friend, and damn if it's not really showing to the case of what it needs to do. Even though the volume, they're really trying to manipulate it. I'm telling you, they're manipulating. The manipulation is so real. You don't just go to 30 billion point 6, 30.5 billion back down to, 2 more billion down, and then who knows what goes next. If we go back up and play with people's money more, I'm not sure. But if we get rid of that now, as you see, the Bitcoin dominance is rising. So I do expect naturally relative strength index chart. What does that mean? Well, the downward lagging is going to happen soon enough, and then I promise you we will be getting an upward momentum. Yes, this is a fact. So if you do want to start getting ready to start a long position, yes, I am not a registered financial advisor, but the truth of the matter is that we looked at our RSI. We look at some of the things here as we come through. As still, I'll go and show you real quick. Down here, as we came through, we did establish a lower trend here. So now is what's going to happen is I'm going to have to find out a little bit here. See, I do this on my own on my phone. I usually don't do this TA for everybody live. This is amazing that people would actually do this. You're lucky. A lot of people will never do this. They will never show you this live. I'm telling you, it's really rough. What do you mean? Well, some people already set it up. They'll never actually do it live. So now you may see what I'm talking about. All I have to do is come to the tip here and see when my last problem was. That was my last problem. You have no clue what I'm talking about. Then maybe you'll understand. These are significant points, price levels, resistance, support. Excuse me, as my throat is getting dry. So as we come through here, this is all you do is you just take the body and the length. Now remember, the downward slope, the trend is your friend. So now we zoom out when in doubt. Yes, this is what you do. And when you pay attention, definitely to mention, you will see there's some significant points coming down on this downward trend slope, and you will then start to begin to understand how TA works a little more. Some people think I'm crazy, but this is not your average TA. This is definitely technical analysis. You think I'm crazy? Well, then you're going to think I'm crazy, but pay attention definitely to mention. We do have some things here coming through that are starting to give a little bit of help. Then I go through, zoom in. Like I said, the trend is your friend. We broke through here. Little did we know then. But we had an ascending triangle that we were talking about. This is the forwardly. If you were wondering how many candles, when it was, this is definitely. See, now this was a rising wedge. This is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. This is the problem. This was a rising wedge, okay? Now, when a rising wedge forms, it's a bearish pattern. That's the problem. This is what's indicating. This is why I'm stuttering a little bit. This is why it's giving me some issues, because it's the rising wedge here coming in, and I was wondering where we would go at this point. And like I said, we were supposed to get a breakout, and it was a breakout to the upside or the downside. And now that I'm getting to these points and these levels, it's really scary, because now I bet there's a, oh shit. This is I swear I watched a video today on an expert. I don't watch videos. I don't. Because I do my own TA. I don't need to watch yours and get my mixed feelings. It's just the truth. This is what I do. You can call bullshit whatever you want. I like watching certain people. But this is the downward trend. This is the possibility. This is the problem we fall into. These are the problems we face. If you understand it's a downward trend I talked about, all this is real. This is real as steel. I'm going to get an indicator out. I'm going to go to the EMA. We have to see what that did, not what it's doing, what it did, because we really can't have the weekly on Sunday close below it, because if it does, 27,000 is coming whether you like it or not. This is a big problem on the forwardly even. You see why I have these lines where I have them? It's now beginning, old support is now beginning to become resistance. Resistance is horrible right now. I don't want to see this because I'm a bull. Okay, I'm a Bitcoin bull. Yes, I will short it if I have to, and if you're short on leverage, you got to be careful. But this is where you flip and you start really getting these emotions. Do not trade on emotion, as we talked very, very numerous times. But we're hitting the bottom on the RSI. I'm going to go on the weekly in a minute. I want to show you something here that's important. We're down. We're definitely down. We're gonna have to bang that out really quick. I don't want people to get bored here, but pay attention to that. We're down on the RSI. When was the last time we were really down this far on the RSI? Well, I don't know if I would count that, right? So that would be a if. And then I would look here, well, 1,000% here. We've done this a million times, and people think I'm fucking crazy on this one. You know, you kiss my ass because my TA is banging on this. I don't care what anybody says. My TA is on point. Kiss my ass, go smoke a joint. My stuff is on point. I'm telling you right now, last time we were here, we went up. Last time we were here, we went up. Last time we tried to go here, we went up. Last time we were here, we went up. We're getting the dead word, inverted cat bounce, whatever, dead man bounce, whatever you want to call it. Now we're back down here. We could get a little below here, maybe, but I'm telling you right now that if you want a long Bitcoin, this is about the point of the relative strength index. I was telling you I want to trade. I want to trade about here. So if you want to trade there, right, we're not going to wait for it all the time, but that's where we are now. So I would probably enter my long position. This would be a spot where the relative strength index is showing me there. The EMA is even showing me there. We broke through down the downward trend. I'll turn the downward trend, maybe go green, give it a little look to it, get a little big thickness. This is TradingView. Maybe one day I'll teach people how to use it. I don't know. I don't have time for it. It's really not to say you're not important, but it's difficult, you know, right? There's people who actually do TradingView videos for you, so maybe you'll have to follow that. But this is technical analysis. You can't get this anywhere else. Some of this stuff is really important. A lot of people don't do this. This is awesome, and I hate when I do that. We talked about that. Right click, and you won't have to deal with that. We're breaking through on the upward trend. We're showing the rising wedge, the bearish pattern. It's filling out dramatically in dramatic fashion. It is what it is, right? So let's go to Ethereum now as we do some things. Ethereum, I showed you the same kind of thing. We already had this built out earlier today. I was looking at some of the moves. Ethereum is a big deal right now. If you pay attention here, how many times did we touch? Well, I'm kind of concerned. Ethereum 1, This is the forwardly here. 2, now we're back here again. Breakdown, we're here again. Breakdown, we were here back before. That was May 24th. Then you come into April 18th. Then you come into April 20th. I know this shit sounds crazy and boring to you. We'll go 22nd. It's close enough. And then we know what we did here. We sat here from April 1st. April Fools. What a joke. No fools, right? We kept going sideways. Finally back up to just really go to the new all-time highs. Remember, that was April, so we have not seen nothing since April. So if you pay attention, this is something we're going in the box. I want to see where we go from here. I'm looking at some of these moves. This is Ethereum now. We're on to Ethereum, if you were wondering what this was. We have to come back up and touch here on the Ethereum price. When would we see resistance again? I had Hassan, TKO, my man. He actually asked me this question today. It's kind of funny he asked me that. And if you'll ask him, I had an answer immediately. It was 277. We will see resistance again at this price. If you're sick and tired of your Ethereum and you want to get out, when you get back out, I promise you we will hit these levels again. We'll be resistance a little bit. You'll be tired of that. We might go down again with the upward. I'm not sure. We'll worry about when we get there. But some of the coins, like I said, Cardano, very, very into Cardano. What has been happening with Cardano? We have to find out there. Look here. What are we on the volume? Since we've been jawing away, 28.6 billion. Trying to break the 2 billion level. I thought we were going at 1.9 for the Binance. Still back to the 1.6 just about for Cardano. Well, I kind of did that. I think you missed it. Did you? Or I'm not sure. Maybe you didn't. So this is it. This is what I said, the 27,000. And if you've been a follower of mine, which I'm being really silly right now, right, Sellner? Because you're one of my favorites. Yeah, I like you, dude. It's not because you gave me a donation, right? Be honest. You didn't give me a donation for me to want to be all so excited and tell everyone about it, right? You were very nice. That was very kind of you. I did not ask for that, and you opened your heart and did that, and I thank you so much. And I like you. It's before the donation is my point. What we're going to do, the TA, as I tried to explain to you, is we've been fighting these levels. It's only a matter of time, but the rising wedge was a bearish pattern. We're going to have to start over with the volume now. That's what it's going to come down to, some volume, some belief of where we're going. Bitcoin is daddy. That's why this is the picture and the image of the video that you've seen. It's all there for a reason. We're going to fall for a little bit, but the TA was the RSI. I showed it to you, the relative strength index chart. We're going to be coming down, and this is what you do here. Right here is another problem where we're at, and what are we at now? 32.4. So we're done falling. What'll happen is we'll break through this. This will be nothing. Shoot it down to where we are now, and I'll tell you right now, you won't fall down. But if you look why we're here, look at this. This is what we've been doing with Bitcoin forever. Right here. Pretty much forever through here. Now, we were up here on the EMA, so get rid of all the drawings now. Look at the EMA. Look at the EMA. We're going to go to the weekly, and now here's the weekly, right? I got to show you the weekly because we can't close. We're on this is what I wanted to talk about. We're on the bottom drizzle of the weekly. We cannot and we will not go below this part right here for the weekly of Bitcoin. Pay attention definitely to this. This is so big of a deal. Now, I know you don't see much here on this because this is a weekly candle and it's really tough. But you got to understand that we were about to go through the moon, through the roof. We were about to adopt Bitcoin like it was the next badass thing. And what's happening here is where we're getting into this downward trend now. We can't fall for this. This little bit of action, this fall here, does not equate. Does not. Now listen to me. It does not equate where we came from here, right? Can we establish that correctly? It's a weekly now. So now we're looking at something we haven't looked at in a while. But can we all understand, the human eye can see this? This is not manipulation. This is nothing. This is, come on. That is a lot bigger of a whale, the green, than the red. Now, that's just the eye. Now, before we talk or do any of that, I want to get rid of those circles. I want you to understand that this right here, this level where we've been sitting at, we can't fall below the EMA of this. This weekly, when we end, and if you look, it's in 3 days. In 3 days, right near the 8 o'clock time, which is 57 minutes over it. So in 57 minutes back time, in 3 days exactly, 36 hours, We need this fucking candle to do something better than what it's doing. I hope you understand that. If we don't come and bounce off this line, if we do not, and I will repeat, this is like mega, mega, mega super bullshit. Whatever you want to call it, super mega important. You think it's bullshit. That's what I meant to say. It's not. This right here is one of the biggest things you'll ever see here. If we do not bounce off this level on the weekly in 3 days, Bitcoin's in trouble. It is what it is. It's the truth. No, I don't know if anyone explains this to you any better, but if you hit this like, subscribe for the algorithm, you would appreciate this. December 2020, ladies and gentlemen. January. Look at the months we had. Pay attention. This is not bullshit. This is TA. Look at the prices. Look where we topped out at. We were all the way in the 60s, right? 65,000. Everyone was loving it. We were in there in April. It was a big April Fool's joke. We came back down. Happy New Year's, everybody. And I'm trying to explain to you here. Now it looks like we're going to come back up if we don't. The Bears are going to win. It's going to go to sleep. We're going to hibernate for the Bulls. The Bulls are going to go to bed for a little bit. And this may be a 4-year cycle. This may be nuts. I don't know what it's going to be here. This is sad. But I don't really see that happening. But if you look at this line, this 32.6, whatever this is something heavily important. These candles, they can't make any more sense. Each one that comes through and touches here on this part, I can't finesse it enough. So pay attention, definitely to mention. I just want you to understand that Bitcoin is about to get overthrown if it doesn't work out. This is so important here. 28.5, we're going to continue to be manipulated. Ethereum is going to get just either a bounce or something wild. Pay attention to the last volume on the bottom here is getting wild. This is the market cap. The market cap has a lot of work to do, right? $250 trillion. We can get there fast. It sounds like a joke, but we can get there fast. But as I was showing you on the new ones, we'll check DeFi. How's DeFi been doing, ladies and gentlemen? Because I said in July DeFi was going to look good. And if you go back to one of my videos, it's only got a couple of views because nobody cares. I get it. But DeFi is looking pretty good. If you look at some of the DeFi networks, Aave, almost up 20%. Uniswap almost up 10%. The DeFi's looking pretty good. You can tell that they got some established volume here across. I wanted to make sure I was on the right one. Some of them that have, Chainlink is finally at above a billion volume back there. That's nice to see. 7.7 billion in the market cap. So I'm telling you, Chainlink, if you don't know where to put your money at, as I'm not a registered financial advisor, but I'm a crazy guy from New York, I like to wear the visor. Yes, I do like New York. This is where you're at. This is where your home should be. Pay attention, definitely, to mention that's where you want to be. And there's another one, too. Cryptocurrency, you can get to the biggest losers and gainers. There's a lot of things you want to do here, but that's what we do. So before we go to bed, I want everyone to understand. Have a good night. Hopefully that we do in 3 days. We can't do nothing for 3 days. Unless something crazy happens. Unless, like I said, the volume goes through the roof, and then you want to talk about that. But remember this. There's a sell-off. I'm going to tell you one thing before we get off here. This is important. Remember this. Bank of America establishes crypto research team. Before we go with that, right, I want you to understand something important. There's really bullish things happening here, right? This is the fundamentals part of it. There might be a sell-off in July, and I mean that. I think there's going to be a sell-off in July. I think July may be a really bad month. I'm starting to see that this manipulation is so hardcore. It's so bad that it's real, man. It's real steel. They're making money. They're making hands over fist money. It's no joke. They're whooping our ass. Let's be real with this stuff. Say ETH doesn't have a cap on the coins being mined if they put. But you got to remember. You also got to remember all the networks. All the networks that I just showed you. If you watched in the beginning of this video, Binance Coin. When we went through the Binance Coin, and I'm not going to go into it because I just wanted people to understand. I can go through Binance Coin really fast as we're getting off. 309, 300 level was something to pay attention to. And if you see this trend line, and let's just come back really, really quick. Over fist, yeah, it's funny. Look at this. This is the weekly as well. The weekly hit the bottom part. I think we bottomed out there. I was just trying to tell you, there's some things happening here, and when I make that trend line, it's for a reason. This is BNB. It's the same thing. It's above the EMA. We don't have to worry about the EMA on this. You can get rid of all that. I wouldn't mess with the indicator there. But if you look at the trend line, is what I'm trying to show you. Even on the weekly there, it's doing what we need to do. It's getting thinner. It may fall down a little. But if we could just continue to rise what we've been doing, I'm trying to explain to you, we'll be okay. There's way too much bullish action following through. So like I said, tonight, 27,000, yes. Always been a possibility. When you get wicks like this, it's a confirmation of the sell-off. Why did it happen? People took profits. You're going to receive to get a dead man cap bounce. A dead cap bounce, whatever you want to receive. It's Cardano. And then hopefully it stops where we need it to stop at that level and receive a bounce up. Ticker bounce could be the ticker bounce. It may be the ticker bounce. It could be a dead cap bounce. We got to find out. All right. Wall Street beat Sicto in crypto. And if you like to learn how to make Sicto in crypto, do your own research, please, as I'm not a registered financial advisor. But we do have good crypto news, TA, good talk, good music sometimes. We're trying to get a little more serious here, so hit the bell notification so when we go live, you do get the notification you can come live, because sometimes these high volatile waves will make you lose your T-shirt. He worked here from Wall Street, just so you know. He has a nice little resume there put together. He always talked about it. The New York Mercantile Exchange, he misses it dearly. I really do wish I was doing this instead of what I'm doing now. I wish I was there with everybody. I do. I honestly wish, even during the pandemic. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I wish I was here in this circle, in this screaming, yelling. Imagine the weekends that we spent together, the people that they had fun, the golfing outings, the things they did. The life, the real people, the real problems, the real love, the real fun times. That's what this channel's about. That's why I created it. Have a good day. Have a good night. Wall Street Pete. I can't do it. I'd sing for you. You know I'd do it in a heartbeat. Wall Street Pete. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. Freestyle Friday. Were you kidding me, Todd? Freestyle Friday. Freestyle Friday. And Wally, thank you very much for that name. You're the best. Wall Street Pete, Sicto Crypto. We're out. O-Town. Hit that like button, darn it, please.